Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. Well, in a landmark announcement ahead of the Global Investors Meet, Invest Karnataka 2025 Minister of Large and Medium Scale Industries, M.B. Patil, outlined a bold vision for Karnataka's industrial and economic future. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha Rahul Gandhi, Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal, Union Minister of Consumer Affairs Prahlad Joshi and Union Minister of Heavy Industries S.D. Kumaraswamy are expected to participate in the inauguration and summit. He also announced the first ever Invest Karnataka Award, recognizing 14 pioneering industries that have shaped the state's industrial growth. In a move to further industrial expansion, the government announced the development of sector-specific industrial parks projected to reaffirm Karnataka's commitment to becoming a global industrial hub. Invest Karnataka 2025 will feature an impressive lineup of 75+ speaking, including Anand Mahindra, Kumar Mangalam Birla, Shashi Tharoor, Kiran Majumdar, Martin Lundstedt and George Papandreou and Duncan. With 25+ technical sessions, 10+ country sessions and SME Connect discussions, the summit will explore global economic trends, innovation and resilience strategies. Meanwhile, let's listen to what Karnataka Minister M.B. Patil and IAS officer Gunjan Krishna had to say.
We are going to have the inaugural session of Global Investors Meet 2025 on 11th, 4 p.m. The Honorable Governor, His Excellency, will be giving gracious presence, and our Chief Minister, Sri Siddaramaiah, will be presiding over the inaugural function, and Union Minister for Defence, Sri Rajnath Singh ji, will be inaugurating it, and we have invited all the central ministers. The central ministers have confirmed that they will be part of this event. Some of them, as Parliament session is also going on, it's clashed with that. So until 13. So Rajnath Singh ji, Prahlad Joshi ji and S.D. Kumaraswamy have confirmed to be on the inaugural session. And Sri Rahul Gandhi, Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, he will be inaugurating the single window portal. So he will be present. And Piyush Goyal ji has indicated that he will be on the 12th evening to give awards to those industries who have contributed for Karnataka's growth. Some 14+ awards are being given on 12th evening. And Srimati Ms. Shobha Karandlaje, Madam also SME Minister, she will be there on the 12th. She will be going around the viewing all these MSMEs displays and all this, and also she'll be taking part in the evening award function. And 13th, 12th and 13th, the SME Connect, Venturize and all these roundtable conferences, seminars will progress. And 13th evening will be the SME awards. Nearly about 35+ awards, SME awards will be given on that day. And on 14th, 12 o'clock will be the valedictory function, wherein again that day Somana ji has confirmed to be there and some other senior ministers. See, jobs I cannot say now because we'll be saying every day we'll be announcing in the evening how many, what should the MOU has been signed, because how generally a MOU happens, you know it very well. It will be the industry, what sector it is, what is the size of the investment, and what employment it will be creating. So accordingly every day, and totally up till now, more than 10 lakh crores investments are being confirmed. So, and we see these out of 10 lakh crores plus, whatever, 70% should be realized, and we're working on that. We don't want it to be on a paper. So we are seeing that these MOUs which have been signed, expression of interest, whatever, intent should be converted into manufacturing. And we also have there'll be MOUs on the Queen City also. Some of the universities will be signing MOUs, and we have a round table on Queen City also.
SMEs should increase their productivity by using newer technology. Generally, they find it very difficult to adopt because they don't know where are they available, what cost. So we are working out that they are available at a good cost to them. They get all the information, they get trained, and then we handhold them in adopting that. So during that, we will showcase these. There are case studies. If you come to the SME Connect exhibition, you will see the case studies of these SMEs that have adopted. Plus, this process will continue. In our industrial policy also, we will be giving a certain incentive to those SMEs which will be adopting manufacturing 4.0.
Prime Minister is very soon. Live shots from the BJP headquarters. We're going to cut across. We believe that Mr. Viren Sachdev is addressing the crowd right now, and the Prime Minister is likely to speak very soon.
बदल दिया है दिल्ली दिल से, दिल्ली को खुशहाल करेंगे। हर वो काम जो दिल्ली की जनता के हित में रुका गया है, वो आयुष्मान योजना भी हमको लागू करनी है। और जिन लोगों ने घोटाला किया है उनका और देखो दिल्ली की जनता भी कितनी समझदार है, पूरा हिसाब किताब करके भेजा है कि जो जो अंदर गए थे उन सबको कर दिया बाहर, तुम्हें आने की जरूरत नहीं है। और दिल्ली की जनता जानती है कि उसको इंसाफ करना आता है। इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूं कि हमारी जिम्मेदारी अब बढ़ गई है कि जिस आशा और विश्वास से दिल्ली की जनता ने माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के हाथ में दिल्ली की बागडोर सौंपी है, तो हम सब कार्यकर्ता, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री बार बार कहते हैं कि आप सब मोदी है, आप सब, आप सब, आप सब, आप सब। तो आप सबकी, हम सबकी जिम्मेदारी है कि हम अपने क्षेत्र में मोदी बनकर काम करेंगे, सफाई भी करेंगे, सुरक्षा भी देंगे, शिक्षा पे काम करेंगे, स्वास्थ्य पे काम करेंगे, लेकिन दिल्ली को एक ऐसी दिल्ली बनाएंगे जिसपे हर दिल्ली।
Well, the Prime Minister is likely to arrive at the BJP headquarters any minute now. We are going to continue to discuss the fate that the Aam Aadmi Party was handed over by the city of Delhi today. It's a welcome change, they say. It's a change which has been building up because of a lot of problems and issues in the backdrop. Of course, most of them pertain to cleanliness, clean air, clean water. What was it that did the Aam Party in? We have also seen and heard that video that's going viral on social media where Arvind Kejriwal is seen gloating in the parliament that, there is no way, at least in this lifetime, that the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to make a comeback, or any other party for that matter is going to make a comeback in Delhi. He was gloating about it, and that perhaps is arrogance that has been shattered. What really did the Aam Aadmi Party in? What was shocking was also that Arvind Kejriwal could not save his seat, and some of his big co-pilots were also in fact removed from their positions, and a likely future in politics for the next 5 years. Dr. S.K. Datta, political analyst, with me in the studio. Advocate Deshratan Nigam, political analyst, also joins us on the show. Dr. Dharinder Tayal, BJP spokesperson, with us on the program as well. Mr. Sumit Peer, senior political analyst, here with us on the show as well. Mr. Ahmed Ayaz, political analyst, also joins us on the program. Dr. Datta, I'll begin with you. Well, what was it that has led to this fate for the Aam Aadmi Party, and what do you think worked in Bharatiya Janata Party's favour? I strongly believe that it was not the default party, because it was a triangle in terms of the kind of efforts that were being put in. It was the Aam Aadmi Party, it was the Congress Party, and of course it was the Bharatiya Janata Party. What we know is that the Bharatiya Janata Party was not the de facto party. It was a party that had been gaining ground because a lot of problems that were being flashed by Delhi. It's been reduced to a city which cannot perhaps even be compared to a town like Vadodara anymore because of obvious and palpable issues. In your opinion, what has turned out to be the Achilles heel for the Aam Aadmi Party in this election? What do you think is the future for Arvind Kejriwal now?
Good evening, Vinit. Let me start this in a little poetic way. When I was a child, we used to recite a poem, water, water everywhere, not a single drop to drink. Out here for Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, it is Yamuna, Yamuna everywhere, not a single drop to drink. Yamuna, Mother Yamuna has been the Waterloo for Arvind Kejriwal, together with, of course, Sheesh Mahal. Who can forget Sheesh Mahal? Policy paralysis, misgovernance, rampant corruption, like a height of lies. All these, I mean, the factors are so many and so much in number that it is a crescendo of factors which led to his Waterloo. I would say, and I have always said about our outgoing chief minister, who was a chief minister 6 months back, that there is someone who cannot be a better liar, a better con man, and a better imposter than he. I mean, he symbolizes conmanship, he symbolizes impostership, he symbolizes blatant lies. And that's the reason, if you remember Vinit, I always used to address him as a half an hour liar chief minister. What he used to say half an hour back, he used to take a U-turn from that after half an hour, and then again a U-turn after half an hour. Except for crying like a crybaby with a crybaby syndrome, 10 years of his rule saw nothing else except for policy paralysis, misgovernance, and highest level of corruption. He keeps on cribbing today that, oh, Delhi police, then the Delhi lieutenant governor and the Bharatiya Janata Party, the CBI, the ED, the IB, they were after my life, they had sent me to jail. I want to ask in Shriman Arvind Kejriwal that if you are so dead honest, why is it that the CBI was after you? Why is it that the ED was after you? Why is it that the NIA was after you? Why is it that the courts of our country gave you punishment one after another? Please don't forget, Mr. Kejriwal, that you have been sent to jail by the judiciary and not by Prime Minister Modi. The court felt and found concrete evidences that you are culpable for all those allegations. That's the reason you are being sent to jail. And when you came out of jail, you did not come out of jail absolutely scot-free or by being given a proper judgment, clearing your cases. You came out on bail. And tomorrow I'm sure your new Sheesh Mahal is going to be Tihar jail. The moment the first cabinet meeting of the new elected government of the BJP in Delhi, the first cabinet meeting comes, I'm sure the CAG report will be tabled. And once the CAG report is tabled, there would be plethora of issues, might be of much higher dimension than Sheesh Mahal itself. Mr. Kejriwal, except for looting the exchequer of Delhi and except for hoodwinking and except for, in a way, cheating the people and the electorate of Delhi, he has done nothing. And today he is crying foul. You should at least introspect as to where did you go wrong. You came to Delhi with a lot of hope and expectation of the general people on the issue of corruption.
Right. You're absolutely
and what did you do in return?
You're absolutely right. In fact, all the promises that were made were, for a very long time invisible to most of the Delhiites, apart from the progress that the Aam Aadmi Party claims to have made when it comes to the schools of the capital. Mr. Nigam, do you think that this was an existentialist battle for Arvind Kejriwal? this also weakens in a lot of ways the ideological leverage that got the Aam Aadmi Party the state of Punjab.
Well, I don't think there was any ideology with Aam Aadmi Party. I haven't seen any concrete in terms of ideologies in neither left nor right. It's very opportunist. That's the ideology I see. I mean, even the Congress, which is left of the center, does not even agree that the Aam Aadmi Party has an ideology. So this is Punjab is a state where the Congress almost gave up, and the ground was absolutely vacant, and BJP is not very strong there. Even the Akalis became very unpopular there. So the Punjab, and I believe Punjab might suffer more because its resources will now be used for purposes other than development out there. Even the development is almost nil in Punjab. The situation is very bad on the grounds. The issue, the debt is mounting above the state. So all these issues are there, and Punjab is I just hope it doesn't suffer more. And because earlier the paraphernalia of Delhi was available to Arvind Kejriwal and his entourage, but now the entire burden will fall on the Punjab, although they were to some extent already using the infrastructure and paraphernalia of Punjab. And I wish good luck to the people of Punjab that they don't have to suffer anymore. And churning will also have to take place. Congress has to do a lot of thinking in Punjab, have to reorganize itself. And BJP, I believe the hard work of the BJP and simultaneously the no trust in Kejriwal in their cabinet and their MLAs, because what they promised never delivered. As Mr. Datta said, Dr. Datta said, Yamuna became from bad to worse. Chhat Puja, I remember the foam, the videos and the photographs showing the foam in the Yamuna and people taking dip out there because of their religious beliefs. Those are the things which are there. And BJP is one of the most simplest strategy as far as I think was to ensure that their voters come out.
All right.
Sumit, that was the only, I think, very simple strategy they had.
Right, that's a good point. And Sumit, do you think that this simple strategy is a big in fact USP, for the lack of a better word, that the BJP has used time and again in different elections in different states as well? Well, for example, Sumit, we still don't know who the chief ministerial face is going to be. It still seems that the giant slayer Arvind Kejriwal lost to Parvesh Verma, and he probably will take on the mantle, but we are not sure. It could be someone we have no clue about, and that's exactly why the BJP has been successful. You cannot see them coming from far, but you definitely know that there is a danger lurking. Couldn't Arvind Kejriwal sense this, or do you think he was too smug, he was too content in whatever little power and little time he got to enjoy in Delhi as the chief minister? Well, it was not a little time, it was over a decade.
Vinny, thanks for having me on your show. First of all, it's a very good question. Let me begin by saying, look, I am going to borrow your words. You fooled me once, shame on you. You fooled me twice, shame on me. You cannot befool all the people all the time and every time. That is what we know. And that is what Mr. Kejriwal exactly thought he was doing, and he could do it. Now, what happened is when Kejriwal came to power, it was on the bandwagon of Anna Hazare. Then by the fluke, he got the power and he became ambitious. The media hyped him up a bit. And he thought, now I can become even Modi. I can even replace Modi. He went and fought against Prime Minister Modi. He said, Modi is a psychopath. Modi mujhse datta hai. I'm quoting his words. And then suddenly he started thinking, I'm parallel to Modi, and there were some ratings up and, Kejriwal's approval rating and all. I have been maintaining Vineet with you and on your channel for last so many years. AAP is a formula which will be born out of Delhi and which will be dismantled in Delhi. And exactly that day has happened. 10 saal mein expiry date aa gayi. It's over. It's about one man, Vineet. It's about one man, his aura, his personality, his stature. This is the man who prints his own Imandari ka certificate and publishes outside his room. And he says, I'm Imandar. Modi is corrupt, Amit Shah is corrupt, CBI is corrupt, ED is corrupt. See, everybody to anybody in the CAG is corrupt. Har koi bhi iman hai. I'm only epitome of virtue because I printed my own certificate. I was wondering, where is Mr. Saurabh Bhardwaj going to talk about how EVMs were hacked? I was amazed why I didn't bring EVMs so far. And if they think
and even those claims, Sumit, about even those
outside a school, you
even those claims, Sumit, even those claims,
Sumit,
Sumit,
build any school and you come on TV channels and say,
Sumit, even those claims,
world-class education model. our world-class Mohalla clinic. I mean, how long can you think people are taken for ride? Today, Mr. Bhardwaj was saying,
Sumit, even those claims, Sumit, can you hear me?
Come on.
Sumit, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear him. Loud and clear.
Sumit, even those claims about poisoning of the Yamuna, the EC in fact came down very heavily as to what proof existed when Arvind Kejriwal made all these allegations. Do you think that this complaining and this bickering and this toxicity that they were in fact disseminating was very palpable to all those people who perhaps even benefited from the governance of the Aam Aadmi Party?
Vinny, it's, when remember when this allegation of that alleged allegation at Haryana government on the behest of Modi ji.
Sumit, let me in fact also inform our viewers that the Prime Minister has received, has reached the BJP headquarters. And what a welcome he is receiving. In fact, confetti and flowers and petals being in fact showered on the Prime Minister from atop. A chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai can be heard in the background. Of course, it's a very proud moment for the Bharatiya Janata Party. They've come back to power in Delhi after 27 long years. Sushma Swaraj was their last Chief Minister, and that too, she was there for 52 days. Before her, it was Sahib Singh Verma, who was the Chief Minister for about 31 months, but resigned on moral grounds because the prices of onions went up and he was blamed for it. And of course, before him, it was Madan Lal Khurana, who was the Chief Minister from the Bharatiya Janata Party. But Delhi has always been a bastion of the Sangh. It's always been, a part of the country which has enjoyed engaging in right-wing politics. What happened to it is only something that can be judged when we look back now. But obviously, this is a great moment for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Dr. Dharinder Tayal, BJP spokesperson, also with us on the broadcast. Dr. Tayal, I hope you can hear me, sir. Dr. Tayal?
I can hear you.
Right. Dr. Tayal, in fact, one of the very, great statesmen of our country, Dr. Manmohan Singh, in one of his last speeches, went on to say that, regardless of what you might say about me, I hope history is going to be kind to me. Do you think that the same can be said about Arvind Kejriwal? That the history that, he created in Delhi through, the Anna Andolan, and then of course his fight against corruption, brandishing those papers which had Swiss accounts of people and politicians who had black money stacked away, we never got to see the end of it. Do you think history is going to be kind to Arvind Kejriwal? Is there anything that he can write home about when it comes to what he did for Delhi, according to you?
Thank you so much, Vineet. I would want to say differently that I think history will be kind to Kejriwal because what it writes to be kind. The extent to what should be said, I don't think history will say. So things have been miserable. Let us understand today's victory of the BJP and where did actually Aam Aadmi Party come in. Obviously, it has been said. All of us know that it came in with the India against corruption. Now, in those days, corruption was rampant, Congress was all over the place, and we heard Colgate and 2G, CWG, whatever. The entire populace of the country was fed up. And here came a man, Anna Hazare, with all good people, seemingly good people with him, who said, we will not get into politics, we are for Lokpal, we've got a thick dossier on Sheila Dikshit, what is going on, and this is what we are going to do, and I swear I will never get into politics. That is what people were looking for. There was a vacuum there which
not only that, Mr. Dayal, he in fact swore on his kids that he will not enter politics.
I was avoiding that. And he, that is what he came in with. That vacuum was there which he filled in. Because the Congress work, or the people, the people who were voting Congress no longer wanted to vote Congress, and possibly since they had voted anti-BJP all their lives, they were looking for an alternative. And he came in and gave that alternative, and people were looking up to him, highly educated guy, IIT, so on and so forth. But what happened today? What has Anna Hazare said? He has said Kejriwal has been consumed by money and power. So the first person that he betrayed was Anna Hazare. Then it went on, I'll be a Aam Aadmi, mere ko to Wagon-R, I have a Wagon-R, I don't need a car, I have my own house, I don't need a house, and then you get the Sheesh Mahal. I am anti-corruption, we will bring in Lokpal. Lokpal never happened. Even their internal Lokpal, which was Admiral Ramdas, he was also turned out of the party. There was no internal Lokpal, even forget about Lokpal for the state. Another step forward, and we move on to all the scams that you have. So there is nothing today, the liquor scam, so on and so forth. And while we are talking about Mohalla clinics, some 24,000 fake referrals were found in Mohalla clinics, and now we've got Mohalla Thekas. You don't have to go far if you want your evening.
Right, sir. You're absolutely right, sir. In fact, I believe the Prime Minister is going to be speaking very soon. He's going to be addressing this jubilant crowd. Before that, let me in fact get Mr. Ahmed Ayaz, political analyst, and ask him to weigh in on what he thinks is the future of the Aam Aadmi Party. Mr. Ahmed Ayaz, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I do hear you.
All right. Well, the Sheesh Mahal controversy, Arvind Kejriwal calling himself the Aam Aadmi Party, but yet, we got to see the lifestyle by not only him, but people like Raghav Chadda as well, who went and in fact sat at the Wimbledon, with their spouses, not to be personal with anyone, but that's a ticket that cost around 35 lakhs for a couple. That is obviously not the image that Arvind Kejriwal portrayed, when he wanted to in fact make a change in 2013. And did he actually think that in the age of social media, people are not going to notice all of this?
Absolutely, Vanitji, a person having come out of a anti-corruption movement with Anna Hazare and then taken the power in Delhi and trying to tell people that I'll be a common person, Aam Aadmi, coming in the autos as the chief minister. I mean, having given a hope of a different kind of governance and leadership to the people, and then turn into things like, Sheesh Mahal, etc., and then getting into the corruption allegations and landing in jail. I mean, this is something quite, contrary to what the promises made, the projection making, and then the promises like Yamuna River and then, pollution, whatever. I mean, absolutely, you cannot take people for granted forever, that time, obviously, despite the Sheila Dikshit having done very good as Congress chief minister, people rejected Congress and voted Kejriwal, believing that what he said is true. But now that with unfolding of the situation like Sisudia landing in jail on corruption charges, and then Kejriwal himself landing in jail on this liquor issue, naturally then at the top of it, the BJP, with aggressive politics and then hard work on the issues and trying to, capitalize the votes and trying to enroll in their vote bank. I mean, not many things have happened. It's not just one issue.
All right, sir. Let me also rope in Mr. Rakesh Shetty, Congress spokesperson, into the conversation. Mr. Shetty, I hope you can hear me. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening. Yeah.
Mr. Shetty, in fact, it is being credited to Mr. Sandeep Dikshit that he was the man who was responsible for bringing down Arvind Kejriwal, because the 3,000 votes that Mr. Kejriwal lost by were in fact the ones that Mr. Sandeep Dikshit earned and was voted in for. The Congress obviously had it allied with the Aam Aadmi Party to contest the Delhi elections. Perhaps maybe the fate could have been different, but you definitely cut into their vote. And we also feel and surmise that this is going to be the end of the India alliance as well.
First of all, every party feels its candidate to win an election. And now, after the results are out, you can see the votes and you can make out Arvind Kejriwal clearly lost because of Sandeep Dikshit. but Sandeep Dixit was failure to win the election. Now, when as for the India alliance goes, Indian alliance was formed because to stop Bharatiya Janata Party in 2024 elections. So, India alliance was for the Lok Sabha, and you very well know even Samajwadi Party contested in Haryana, and the story everyone knows. First of all, let me take this opportunity to wish Bharatiya Janata Party's spokesperson here and their cadre